So I knew from when I was 10 years old that I wanted to be a dentist, and a lot of the reason for that was the art side of dentistry and using your hands. Mainly on my dad's side, but I come from a long line of artists. From my dad's grandmother to his dad. My dad was an architect, his brother was an architect, his dad was an architect. The first thing he said to me when I went to college was, "Mom just really doesn't want you to become an architect." I just always had kind of an artistic eye, and then leading into high school, I would draw, kids in my class, I would draw their caricatures or I would draw their portraits. I did a caricature of my whole senior class. I went to a smaller high school, so I would always, do some art things, doodle here and there. And then about 10 years ago, I had this idea when I saw my niece's finger painting, and I asked her mom, my sister-in-law, if I could paint something over top of it. She's like, sure. So I painted over a John Lennon, like black silhouette over this very colorful finger painting. And it turned out really cool. And so I put it up on Facebook or something like that. And I kind of thought about, this is a cool idea, like a 3-year-old and her uncle, like creating like kind of poppy art together, and kind of created this little concept. And then next thing I know, someone reached out to me and they were like, "Can you do that but with my kid?" And it just had legs of its own. It was just a way to, kind of how I feel about dentistry. It was a way to use my abilities to tell a story and make something meaningful. While I don't have a whole lot of time to create art right now, being able to kind of pass that along to my kids and see their passion in art, and see, my son, how he loves to draw, and we'll create art projects together. When I get the chance to do it with my kids and see their passion for it and pass that along, and when I'm able to do it as kind of a gift to give towards those affected by cancer for the Brushes with Cancer organization, that's the enjoyment I get from it. So it's not therapeutic, like I'm just painting landscapes, but I'm creating things to help tell people stories and connect with my kids, which is awesome. I see dentistry as an art form, I guess. It gives me a chance to, use my hands, to work with my hands, to create things. And, as much as I like the practice of dentistry, as much as I like, the working with my hands, the creating, it's more than anything is the relationships. As a young dentist, and I'd always seen it, from older dentists, and now, being in the practice long enough and having these relationships, it really is a fulfilling profession.